Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. It is me, Desiree, and it is time for Look of the Week, where I usually recreate my favorite look from the previous week or a full face of something. This happens to be both of them, where it's going to be full face Ulta Beauty, and it happened to be my favorite look I did last week, and it happened to take about 10 minutes. So I'm going to be using some newer Ulta products, like their liquid blush here. I don't know how new these are, but I have one of their cream eyeshadows and just a lot of different Ulta Beauty brand products that I really like. It also took about 10 minutes, so what I'm going to do is put all the products on in real time so you can kind of see how fast it would take to do this look. And then after I'm done with my makeup, I'll go through the products, swatch them, talk about them, what I like, what I don't like, all that kind of stuff. So let's get started. Oh, also the only thing I don't have is a mascara and a brow gel. I know I have a brow gel, but I'm pretty sure it's in my locker at work because I keep like emergency makeup in my locker, and I know that's where that brow gel is. But anyway, there are just two products I don't have. So first, the Ulta Beauty Lip Oil. I have a few little sizes of these. I think they came in an advent calendar or in a little set. These actually have very good reviews on Ulta's website, and I never gave them a chance because, I don't know, I just don't like lip oil that much. But these actually feel like a thick gloss, and they do feel really nice on your lips. This is the watermelon one. Smells like a Jolly Rancher, and I actually don't hate it. It's all right. The first thing I'm going to be using is the Youthful Glow Concealer. This is one of my favorite concealers, not just Ulta, but in general. This is one, I think this is my second or third tube of this stuff. I really like it. It's glowy, it's skin-like. It also reminds me a lot of L'Oreal Pro Glow, but with a little bit more glow to it. I just really love the look that this gives my skin, and I'm just going to use this today with no, what's the word? No foundation. I don't know, I've never actually tried an Ulta foundation, believe it or not. They have a few different ones, and the reviews aren't too bad. They have one that's like in a dropper bottle that I've been wanting to try for a long time, but I don't know. I just don't, I lost it. There it is. I just don't ever find one that I really want to try for some reason. Also, I just love this concealer, so I just keep buying it. And it's lovely. Alright, I also don't have a loose powder or any face powder, and I forgot yesterday when I did this makeup, I set it with the powder. That's not Ulta. It's actually the Dior Backstage Powder No Powder. And I'm just gonna put some of this on just to give it a little bit of something. I was gonna cut this part out, but I want you to see that it would take about 10 minutes. Love this powder. It's really light, as you can see. Whoa, I look super light in the camera. I think the light is a little bright outside. And I'm just using natural light, but it'll come together. It's gonna be fine. All right, next up is gonna be bronzer. So this is the bronzer that I have from Ulta Beauty. This was one that was a free gift with purchase, and this was the first product I ever tried from Ulta Beauty, and I fell in love with the brand. Not gonna use that one today. I'm actually gonna use this little sample. It's the Your Golden Matte Bronzer. They put out this matte bronzer. It's the exact same formula as this one. They put this a lot in their like free gift with purchases. They do a lot of promotions where if you spend $18.50 or $19.50 on Ulta brand, they'll throw in like a bag full of stuff. And I've tried mascaras before. They give you little mini primers, mini setting sprays, and it's usually products that are in their permanent line, and it's usually a really nice value too. So if you're looking for the beauty brand, if you're looking to try Ulta Beauty, I would suggest waiting for a sale. A lot of the time they're buy one get one half off, they're buy one get two free, buy one get one free. They go on sale regularly, so I'd say wait so you can try multiple things at once. And if this little matte bronzer is ever a free gift to purchase, grab it. It's so good. Of course, it's always just the one shade that they give, but if this happens to be a shade that matches your skin tone, I would highly suggest it. It's really pretty. All right, I don't think I put enough powder on. I feel like it stuck a little bit here. All right. Next thing is going to be highlighter. This is the Mineral Illuminating Setting Powder, and I actually decluttered this recently, and I pulled it out of the declutter box. It wasn't even open, but I decided to use it because I didn't have a highlighter from Ulta that I liked. They have a few powder highlighters, like pressed ones, but I have one of those and I think it's just okay. You know, it doesn't rock my world or anything, but I really wanted to try this one. So I just put some here in the lid. It comes like this in one of these little sifters. And I ended up really, really liking it. I'm glad I opened it. It says it's a setting powder, but I truly feel like this is a highlighter, like a loose highlight. Super pretty, really, really natural. I mean, I guess I could see how this would be a setting powder if you want to like add some extreme illumination to your face. But for me, definitely a highlighter. All right, just gonna get this on. And I love the blush that I'm gonna use today. So one of the standout gems of Ulta Beauty's brand are the blushes. The mineral blushes and the flushed blushes are out of this world amazing. One of my absolute favorite blush formulas just in general. They're incredible. But I use those all the time. So I'm actually gonna use the liquid blush. This is a liquid blush in the shade Velvet Rose. And it looks like it's gonna be super crazy intense, but it's actually a really nice wash of color. And I'm gonna use it with this like weird stippling brush from e.l.f. It's called Airbrush Stipple. This is what I used it with. Just gonna kinda dab it on the brush. And then I just kind of put it up here. I just really liked the way it looked. And then I blended it in with a sponge, because I don't know, just felt it looked a little more natural that way. As natural as super red, oddly placed blush can look, but I wanted it to look natural. And on the back it says it's a sheer wash of color, but obviously you can build it up to be whatever you want it to be. I feel like I need to start sitting somewhere differently because I feel like this side of my face, I don't know, the lighting always just lighting hits your face differently, you know? I don't have studio lights or anything. I'm working with the sun here. And sometimes I feel like it makes my face look like I put the makeup on really weird or something. I don't know, but I love this blush. It's so pretty and just red and beautiful, and I just really, really like it. Like I kept wanting to put it on yesterday and get like redder and redder cheeks. All right, next up are brows. I have a brow pencil, and I have misplaced it, obviously. There it is. The Ultra Slim Brow Pencil in the shade Dark Brown. It's just one of these nice little skinny brow pencils, not unlike L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer, the NYX Micro Brow. I actually didn't like that NYX pencil. I tried it a long time ago. Didn't really like it. I also have a brow powder little trio, and I think I got this one in an advent calendar as well. But I think they sell that trio regularly. And I know I used to have a brow powder too. They also have a brow powder duo, but I bought like the shade black or something and it was so dark. But this is the little trio that I have here. And I'm gonna use, it has a little wax with two powders, but I'm gonna use this one here. It is a little darker than I normally would do my eyebrows, but I actually really liked it yesterday. And it went on super quickly. All right, so I am gonna pause for a second to put some brow gel on, and then we'll come back and do the eyes. So, oh my gosh, look at those brows. Okay, are those a little darker than normal? You know what, I have to, oh my goodness. I wasn't looking at myself when I was putting them on. All right, well, you know what? We're gonna have to just work with it. It's fine, it's fine. It'll come together in the end. Let me pop on some brow gel real quick. So I'm just gonna take a couple of these little shades here and just kind of blend that in the crease and then like a little bit above the crease to give the cream eyeshadow a little bit of dimension. But this is the cream eyeshadow in the shade Metallic Cream. No, that's not the shade. That's what it's called. It's called Gems. and it looks like this. And I'm just gonna get that and wipe it all over my lid. And like kind of in the crease area, just like that. It covers the lid perfectly. I don't need to go back over it again or like dip back in. At least I didn't yesterday. And then I'm just gonna pat it. You saw that big chunk that was there. Gonna pat that out a little bit, and then gonna get the little brown shades I was using a second ago, and just kind of put that in the crease just to kind of get rid of that line of where the eyeshadow ends, the cream eyeshadow, and I kind of have it blend a little bit out there. All right, next up, eyeliner. So actually, what if you guys happen to mention that you really like the Ulta Gel Liners? I bought 2 of them. The black one is in my locker at work, so I just used what I had, which was blue, and I ended up loving the way that it looked. So I'm gonna do blue liner in the waterline. This liner hung on all day long yesterday, and it was pretty warm, and I really, really liked it. So I'm gonna put a little bit right here. Let it dry for a second, and then I'm gonna put also a little up here. I just feel like the blue liner made like the shadow look a little bit more taupey or something. I don't know what it was. This blue was bringing out something in the shadow that I hadn't noticed. I don't know if you can even see that it's blue, but I can. Just gonna spread that around just a little bit. I need a little more up here. All right. I love the way that looks. I don't think the blue is really coming across on camera that well, but in real life, I love this blue liner with the red cheek and this like super easy eyeshadow. I think it looks great. So I'm just gonna put on some mascara real quick. Actually, setting spray. I have a setting spray right here. I actually don't really like this sprayer that much. It kind of sprays a little too direct into your face. So I'm gonna kind of hold it back a little bit, and then I'll fan it down, and you know. Ah, I'm scared. I hate the sprayer. I'm scared of it. Okay. The good thing though is that it dries really quickly. And it smells like coconuts. It reminds me of the swimming pool. Like every time I spray this, it takes me back to this public pool that was where I grew up, that we used to go to all the time. I don't know why this specific coconut smell reminds me of that. I don't know what that is. Anyway, just gonna fan this down, put on some mascara, and then we'll talk about the products. Okay, mascara is on, look is done. It's a little bright in the room, so you can't really see the bronzer I have on, but I loved this makeup so much. I wanted to do it again right away, like the next day, and I couldn't wait to film it for this video, but I feel like I was getting too in my head about keeping it at 10 minutes and I was talking too much. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it anyway. So yeah, let's talk about the products. So the concealer I absolutely love. Like I said, this is one that I've purchased a couple times already. I have the shade here called Light Cool, and I feel this is very, very, very similar to the L'Oreal Pro Glow, but a little more glowy, and I kind of like it a little better as well. Yeah, wonderful, wonderful concealer. The bronzer, I wish they would sell the matte bronzing powder on its own, because the only one that I have, I think I put it away, I mentioned it in my fails yesterday, was the baked bronzer. I don't really like that, and I wish they would make the powder matte bronzer in their permanent line, because as far as I can see, they don't do that. They only have it in free gift with purchases. But if you have the opportunity to get this bronzer and you're kind of like my skin tone or so, I think you'll really, really like it. I know you can't see it a lot on camera, but it's an awesome bronzer and I love it. The liquid blush I absolutely loved. This was the shade Velvet Rose. I was afraid to use this for a long time, and I was reminded that I even had it because I went through all my little junk drawers back there, and I found it in there with the wrapper still on it and everything. So I pulled it out, was using it, and I really like it. It's not a liquid blush that is going to like eat up the makeup underneath. You know, there are some liquid blushes that feel like you're just putting water on top and it kind of disintegrates the makeup that you have on underneath, but this one doesn't do that. But as you can see in my hand, it does stain a little bit, but I haven't noticed it stain my cheeks at all. I really, really like it, and I really like this color. I think it's wonderful. Definitely one of the only liquid blushes I actually like, because I don't really like liquid blush that much. Like I said, they usually kind of eat the makeup away off your face. Next was the Mineral Illuminating Setting Powder. I have here the shade Pearl. I really liked this, and I obviously used it as a highlighter, but this does say it's a setting powder, but I don't know. I guess I could see how it would be a setting powder because it is really finely milled. Like you can't really see glitter sitting on my face too much, or too much, like at all, I don't think. So I think that would make a really nice setting powder, but I'm not brave enough to put this on my whole face. But right now, really lovely loose highlighter. What else did we have? The lip oils. So these actually get really good reviews on Sephora's website. Musings of a Muse. I don't know if you guys read her blog, but she talks about these all the time. Like, she absolutely loves them. And I never used them, but I pulled them out because she mentioned them not too long ago, and I was like, I have a bunch of those minis and I never use them. They're not bad. They're just like a nice, like, not too thick, they're not thin at all. I would say they're on the thicker side of a gloss. They hang around for a long time, nice little scent, but the scent goes away. You can't like taste it on your mouth all day long. They're really lovely. What else did we have here before I talk about the eyeshadow? So yeah, I have done videos on these palettes, on each of them. I will link them down below if you want to check them out, where I swatch them all, I rave on them, I demo them. I just love these palettes. They're great. They're $20 a piece. Wait till they're buy one, get one free. Ulta always has sales on their store brand. It's either buy one, get one, buy one, get two, buy one, get one half off. Wait till there's a sale. You could get more things for, you know, your money. And a lot of the stuff's made in the USA, and it's a cruelty-free brand. It's actually really good quality. What else? The eyeshadow. So I used a couple of those shimmers on the lid, and then I put that cream eyeshadow on top as well. And I think it blended super, super nicely. I really, really liked this shade. It's the shade here called Gems. I thought it was the shade called Metallic Eyeshadow. This is one I just purchased online, and I think I added it to my cart because they were doing like what the heck were they doing? A promotion where you get a free thing of samples if you bought enough Ulta Beauty brand. So I added this to my cart just to add it, and I ended up actually really liking it. It does dry down, it doesn't stay tacky on your lids, but you can't feel it there. Like, I can't feel that there's a dried down eyeshadow on my lids. You know, some of them can feel kind of like that. This one doesn't do that, and it wears all day long, doesn't crease. I think it's great. And then the liners, I have the black one and I absolutely love it. This is the blue one in the shade Denim. I know it's not coming across on camera too much, but I don't want to keep building it up just so you can see it because I'm the one that's got to wear it all day. But I did the blue liner on the lower lash line in the waterline, and then I added a little bit to like the inner part right here, and then a little on the lash line. And I love it. It's just this little bit of blue popping on the eyes with the red cheek and the super dewy skin. I don't know. I really like these liners. They do hang on all day, except in the waterline. Like, I don't really find any liner really lasts all day. They do kind of start looking like they're worn because you're blinking all day. Reapply it. It's not gonna like pull or gather in the ends of your eyes. And it wears on the skin part, like on the lash line, and on the lid, what am I saying? On the upper lash line, just fine. It wears all day long. Easy to remove as well. I mean, you got to do a little bit of effort with a little Q-tip, but it's not gonna hurt your eyes or anything. What else did we have? The setting spray. So the setting spray will dewify your face, as you saw. I don't like the mister on this. Yesterday it was doing like big, like super hard sprays. Today I was holding it a little further away, and it's fine. It's a fine setting spray. If you want something super dewy on your face, take away that powdery look if you overdid it on the powder. This is awesome for that. It doesn't really like extend the makeup wear as far as I noticed, but it's great to kind of set powders on your face and take away that kind of look. It smells like coconuts. Like I said, it smells like my childhood public pool. I don't know why this takes me back to that memory, but it does. It dries really nice and really quick too. Even those big droplets dry really fast, and they didn't like take away the makeup that they landed on. And I think that's it. That's everything. So yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know some Ulta brand products that you love. I love this brand a lot. I'm always singing their praises. Not everything's a winner, but it's more good than bad. Like the bad products they have are, I want to say, kind of far and few between, or they have some that just don't wow me. But for the most part, their products are awesome quality. Definitely check them out. Wait for the sale, like I said. But yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.